School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think, so you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't
Stop it! Stop the video! I'm from the future. Subscribe to me if you want to live. If you've not been here before, I bring in the big guns Armando when I can, and we have a playlist of some of the best, most just incredible breakdowns and reactions to a lot of songs. Our Tom MacDonald playlist reactions are legendary, so you're going to want to check those out. Subscribe, notifications, all the cool stuff, and then make sure you follow Armando on all his socials. We're shooting on this channel trying to break 20K, so a subscription, it's free for you. It means the world to me. Just saying. Deb Morris, hate to change the subject, but Tom dropped The Machine, Armando's favorite song. You guys need to react. Love that. Yeah, everyone's like, Armando's been screaming for The Machine for like a year and a half. I mean, I don't know, from the second you heard it on the album.
When we got those albums in, right, that 2-pack, you know, and we were watching Tom sitting on the couch, you know, damn near in tears, saying that the production and the effort put into both of these albums that he dropped damn near broke him and made him quit, right? I'm like, this has got to be good, right? So what did I do? You know, I received the albums, got everything here. You know, I go into work in the morning, I throw those things in my truck. The Machine comes on. And I'm telling you, I have maybe a 12-minute commute. I sat in the parking lot and I just played it back to back over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, I don't give a shit if I get in trouble. Don't care. Because it was that good. And I told myself, I said, if he drops a video for this song, like he has to do it. He has to drop a video for this song because it is perfect in the time that we're in right now. But Tom, being the marketing genius that he is, no, he did not. He held back and he let it go. He let it go. He let it go. He let it go. And look at the shit show that we're in now.
Yes.
Right? So what a perfect opportunity to drop it now. I don't give a damn what YouTube does as far as, it's a political year and we're gonna, you know, slam him, bury it, whatever, because he's being biased to a certain side or another, which we all know is not true, because Tom is as down the middle as anybody can be, right?
That's true.
This is marketing genius for him to drop this at this time right now, because it just culminates everything that we've seen for the last year and a half too, and just brings it home full circle right now when everything is falling apart. I'm telling you, this ought to get him, I'm not going to say 2, I'm going to say this should get him at least 3 to 4 Billboard #1s with this, if they allow it. But right. You know what? HOG, we're going to make it happen for him.
I didn't think it would ever happen. When he went to the next album, we thought it was over. Like, there's no chance for The Machine. But now, here it is. 1.7 million views.
In 2 days.
There's been a lot of fuckery that we've heard about from YouTube side, etc. So make sure, and I'll always leave it in the description. I'm going right now. I'm over here on The Machine, buying the song. So I'm buying it. We're going into the video. We're going to like it. And we'll just comment a robot. Maximum engagement. We got to do this. Also, in my gaming streams, I use all of this music in the background to play. So that's kind of really fun. So I feel like I owe you a purchase every time for these independent guys. Let's go.
I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gonna support.
All right, up there. First thing. Why do I have to pick one or the other? I totally agree with that. 100%. I'm like the conservative leaning, free thinking, libertarian, gamer, conspiracy theorist guy over on the internet. And I get labeled as a Republican all the time. Like, that's the only thing in my comments, you know, you brain dead Republican, racist. He's like, look, I may have some ideals from one side or the other side, but I'm not taking the label. I won't do it. And he won't endorse anybody. either. You know, he'll crap on everyone. I think life's full of hard choices and you end up having to choose from binary situations. But we need the criticism always to make everyone better.
Yep, I agree. I told you, straight 3 minutes in, he's already on. He's straight down the middle.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Break out the knife.
It's so tense. Like it's so tense leading up to the chorus coming here. It's amazing. That was 30 seconds. I feel better about that. I let it play a little bit. People get trippy about the pause.
Yeah.
The technological book burning, the rewriting of history without any flames. I love that. There's so much right now, so much rewriting history, changing the definitions of shit. And they say we're a democracy, but then communists are in charge. We're a constitutional republic. First off, like I just got to say, every time, not a democracy at all. Constitutional republic, 50 sovereign states. It's a totally different system, but they try to tell you it's the other thing and then say everything's a threat to our democracy, and our democracy is the people in charge, not you and me's democracy.
So far, visuals are very good. And just taking the fact too, how long ago did that album come out time-wise? A year ago? Year and a half ago?
It doesn't say on the album. Looking at it right here.
Somebody in the chat will bring it up. I want to say it was 2021.
Kimmy says 2022 here.
2022. Okay.
It's 2024. I mean, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's 2022 for sure. Okay. So it's been a couple years. Let's just go with that. So far, 30 seconds into this video. All right. And the lyrics, it's like nothing's changed. We're still there. You know, we are still there.
We got 11, 18, 22. I love you guys in the chat. You guys come through
there
with
you
the
go.
fact checks. We need it. And I see this
there
from
you go.
Anna. That's why I love Tom sells CDs. I will always have a physical way to hear the songs. Yes, exactly. You can't go back and rewrite history, the lyrics, whatever. There's all these TV shows. You saw like, what was it? The Office, amazing TV show, hilarious, whatever. Yep. They got rid of the digital version of Diversity Day, the second episode, which is like my favorite episode.
I admire your culture's success in America.
Thank you.
Come on, Olympics of suffering right here. Slavery versus the Holocaust.
Because they said it was too racist and offensive or whatever. It's like you can't just undo the amazing, work of other people because now you're offended. Like, fuck you guys.
Brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue.
Oh, wow. That's a really good bar. Hang on. It's like the progressive and traditional are hitmen to kill the individual. I love that. They're like, you have to take one. And a lot of people are a blend. Like a lot of people get along because we're pretty close to the center, but you lean different ways on different topics, but then they say you have to choose. Now, I'm going to push back against that and say a lot of things are so freaking crazy on the left side that right now we got the left side, the woke people that are woke, not awake and crazy. And then the problem on the right side is the controlled opposition people that are actually also on the left side at the top working in the uniparty, and they're basically hired to lose. So they're like the people who take the fall in the boxing match. Like that's the Republicans, most of them at this point. So
And who's the biggest hired to lose individual right now? From South Carolina, I
yeah,
believe.
Nikki Haley.
We need to beat Joe Biden in November. I don't believe Donald Trump can beat Joe Biden.
Bro, I'm making the meme. I'm making the meme of Nikki Haley. Have you seen the memes where it's like the guy celebrating and he's got like trophies or whatever and they zoom out and he's in last place?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that. And so first place is going to be Trump. Second place is going to be nobody, like anonymous, because, you know, she lost to nobody in one of the states.
Right.
And then third will be Nikki Haley with her celebrating her victory.
Lost to nobody. It was
She
Nevada.
lost to nobody, bro. Like,
Nobody,
it's like, how are you
yeah.
going to lose to nobody? And I saw last night she came on, big smile after losing her home state, saying, Trump can't beat Biden. I'm staying in. This changes nothing. It's like, bro, you've lost everything. I don't even care. I don't want her to drop out. At this point, it's just exposing the uniparty. You got Gavin Newsom coming out and saying, like, Nikki Haley is our surrogate in the Republican Party, doing a good job checking Trump.
Do you think that Haley or Trump would be easier to beat for him?
Well, first of all, I think she's one of our better surrogates, so I hope she stays in. I hope she does well tomorrow.
Like, if Gavin Newsom is endorsing you as a Republican, then we know who you are. Like, follow the money. The money's coming from Democrat mega donors, crazy psycho woke people funding Nikki's campaign.
Big Mike's not going to run. Newsom, maybe they'll call it in because, you know, Sleepy's going to go away. What if, after all the money that the left is pumping into her campaign, she has no path to victory, obviously, over twice now, but she's still hanging in there? I don't know. Call me crazy. What if she just flips parties at the end after Sleepy goes away and now runs against Trump in the presidential?
That's a very interesting guess. I'm not going to lie.
And she flips parties because obviously, right?
Right.
I don't know. Anything is possible in today's world, but
Right.
whatever.
Yeah, you don't know. Got a huge hug from Spain. Love listening to you guys. I love the international crew that comes through. You guys are awesome.
I do too.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I see Kimmy says uniparty is real. That's why MAGA was born. MAGA came out of the Tea Party during Obama's time. And so we had like the Obama time Tea Party and then the like Wall Street, the people going after Wall Street. What was that called? It was Tim Pool's people. You know, it was those liberals, the people that were like, hey, Occupy Wall Street. There we go.
Occupy
So we
Wall
had the
Street, man.
Occupy Wall Street people who were like, hey, the banks are screwing everybody and, you know, taking over. Then you have the Tea Party people that are like, hey, they're taking our freedom and the government, you know, Patriot Act, all these people. And then all of a sudden it like wokeness is born to take over the left and occupy the attention of the right so that they could keep taking the freedom and the banks can keep doing their bullshit. So it's like we're fighting over.
It wasn't that the women's team weren't great as a woman's team at soccer. It's that put them against a bunch of kids who are male with male physiology, they got hammered.
Okay.
That's why we separate the sexes.
Instead of why is $100 billion getting laundered in foreign aid to like defense contractors and politicians.
And now you have that South American country that has their version of Trump that just adopted the term MAGA.
Yes.
Which they coined it over and they changed it. Now it's Make Argentina Great Again.
That was pretty smooth. I like that.
Yeah.
Javier Milei, like I know there's so many people that like him and Vivek, like say Vivek, where you look at their past and you look at, you know, their money income and who they're connected to, who they're meeting with. And you're like, damn it. Like I can't trust these people, but then they do stuff that's epic.
Ministerio de las Mujeres y Género y Diversidad, afuera. Ministerio de Obras Públicas, afuera. Ministerio de Educación, adoctrinamiento, afuera.
So I just say at this point, I take like a 5,000 yard view of things the best I can. And I'm just going to judge everything on a case-by-case basis. I'll shit on the people that mess up when they mess up, praise the people who do good stuff when they do good stuff, and then hopefully stay as close to the truth as possible.
There we go.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized, it's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me
Boom. Boom. Yeah, you got George Soros funding the fact checkers through Facebook. You got Facebook paying millions of dollars for the voting systems with the Zucker boxes. He's saying it's controlled and the way you vote. Now, here's the thing. I'm not on Tom's side with the voting thing. You're going to say it doesn't matter whether you vote for Trump or Biden? I say complete bullshit. Horse shit. Just not even close. Now, I will say that the system's corrupt. It's rigged. There's problems. There's percentages of votes getting shaved. It seems to all go one direction very clearly. But if we have 0.7 or 0.8 or 0.9% of your vote actually counts and then 10% gets shaved off by the cheating other side, it still counts for something. So if you have a big enough blowout, you can still win because they can't overcome certain levels. Now, there's the other side where if the machines can just like flip shit with a button press, I don't know how you combat that. That's pretty fucked.
You don't.
But it's very different to say that the voting is rigged because of the system in the election integrity system, and completely different than to say, hey, voting for Stacey Abrams would have been better or the same as voting for Brian Kemp in Georgia. Hell to the fuck no. I don't agree with Tom MacDonald. So I know, I know the second you say that, the stands come out in force. It doesn't matter what artist it is. But I will say, hell no, I disagree that it doesn't matter who you vote for. Fuck that. I had $1.86 gas. I had 1% inflation, closed border, world peace. Fuck that. Trump 2024. Yeah, Trump 2024. I'm not on team. Doesn't matter who you vote for. No way. No fucking way. Now, if Trump gets assassinated and then it's Nikki Haley versus Big Mike, then yeah, that's the same as 2012 when it was Obama versus Romney and I just didn't vote. I said, nope, I'm not voting. That's two uniparty garbage people. It's not even going to matter which one wins. So if that's the case, which is kind of what he's talking about here, that system where it's the corrupt establishment of the right versus the corrupt establishment of the left, sure, it doesn't really matter. But currently, present day, 2024 election year, it matters a lot. So I disagree with Tom MacDonald.
I ain't never gonna pretend that I give a damn. Anybody who's offended, come get it, we throwing hands. Anybody not trying to make America great again, you a punk, you a clown, better know where I stand.
No, I agree with you 150%. I'm right there. It's Trump or nothing.
But at the same time, the internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized. It's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place. You're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to...
Okay, I gotta say that. You know homeboy over here. I can eat probably more than everyone in this stream. Like I don't even know who's here. I don't know
That's
where
true.
y'all are from. I got everyone in the stream beat on a meal. Like send me to I had this epic saved in my phone one time. It was like 9 plates at a buffet that I ate at one time. I was just feeling it that day. I know this is a super political song, but the "Call Me Anything But Late for Dinner" line sold me. Like I love that so much. Just so you guys know. Oh snap! Christy
amazing,
says challenge accepted.
Oh!
Oh snap! Oh snap! Challenge accepted.
Yeah, he can put down some food. Really put down some food. I'm not kidding, and Keegan will attest to this too. But here's the other side of the coin that he's not telling you about.
Yeah, go ahead.
When it's time to go number 2, don't do it in my house. Stay in your house.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Someone says Smorgasbord must hate you. Now I'm hungry. Oh, Paul Westerhouse, bring it on. Oh man, I'm getting some challenges out this bitch. That's hilarious. Yeah, so when's the competition? Guys, I love it. I love it. That's so funny. I'll probably have to cut for a while and then I can have a magnificent cheap meal on stream or something like that. That'd be fun. I love the messaging here. I love the chorus isn't like as sing-songy as some of the other ones. So this is more of like a serious, important song. So I don't have as much of the catchiness in there, but it's just like all facts. It's like, we're going to drop all facts all through here. The best we can. Them promoting liquor and drugs and guns in a criminal fashion. And then he's dangerous. His opinions are dangerous. When he talks about what he talks about. It's insane, dude. It doesn't make any sense.
This is one of the reasons why they hated so much on him on the platform, but I'm curious to see how this finishes out. So far, I'm liking the graphics. I'm liking that trailer looks familiar from another video that they did, so everything else in the background is probably CGI'd in, but it's a great job so far.
Yeah. I like the visual. The storm in the background. Big storm.
Yeah.
Far out.
Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't
Stop it! Stop the video! Fuck! I got an alarm going off. Stop it! What was that for? Guys, hold on. They teach you to learn, but they don't teach you to think. Yes.
Yeah.
That's, oh my God, my channel. It took me a while to figure out. I was like, what's it going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Freedom to think. The reason I made this whole channel is because I was constantly censored and banned and shadow banned and struck down and restricted and demonetized. It didn't matter. All the things that could happen to you negatively on the internet happened to me because of saying things that were just objectively true, but offended the system, the machine, whatever. And I did some of that stuff in the real world too. So I lost money, I lost opportunities, and it was very frustrating. But the whole point was, it doesn't matter what freedoms you have if they're controlling how you get to the different outcomes. Like, they're not letting you think about things. They just want you to regurgitate a script or a narrative. And that's all the comment section. Like, I literally get hate every day in the comments, and I can just watch in real time them disseminate the narrative to then be puked back out to people like me in the comment sections, word for word, the same shit over and over and over again. It's disgusting. But once you see it, it's over. Like, you can't unsee it. Once you're like, oh my God, they have this program set where at the top, they're like, hey, maybe it's the CIA, who knows? They say, this is what the talking points are. This is the narrative. And then they just shoot it out in 50 different directions, and it just trickles down. And then, like, the brain dead woke people or whatever at the bottom, you see them just copy pasting that narrative, those talking points, back at every person who questions anything. It's insane. It's super crazy.
I see the brainwashing process every single day. I'm in it.
Yeah.
And I see it every single day. I just giggle. I laugh whenever a bell rings and I'm walking down the hall, going from one place to the other. I'm looking at these kiddos, and not to come across mean or evil or anything like that. I honestly, I look at them, all of them, and I tell them, you have no idea how fucked you guys are. And I just giggle.
Yeah.
That's mean of me to think that way, but it's true. It's true because they're teaching them to learn, not to think. And that's spot on.
Oh, snap. Hang on. 'Cause I got blacklisted for exposing a big mortgage company making me do something I believed to be illegal. I should have gotten paid a lot more than I did, but 3 layers of management got fired. LMAO. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty epic. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, you guys know we had the whole pandemic and all the restrictions and all the crazy stuff that happened with that. And I remember I had enough. I had my own personal medical issues, and they were trying to get me to make decisions that I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And then eventually I had to blow up on like the GM of my place. And then I had to send a letter out to literally the whole company and tell them to like kiss my ass. People printed it out and hung it up in the different common areas once I was suspended without pay and kicked out of there. But they were like, yeah, this is it. This is the thing. And then we won. They got rid of the restrictions. They invited me back. We won freedom, all the cool stuff. But yeah, they didn't really like me after that, kind of, until I left. So it was okay.
It's triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free. Can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm. You don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke now.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Hell ain't
got no vacancy.
That's nice.
Yep. Ain't got no vacancy because it's all here.
Yeah.
All here. Now, here's the funny thing for that. You and I have talked about this before on other episodes and other shows. And slowly, but if not surely, we've all come to the same conclusion that what we're in right now is not political. It's not left or right. This is good versus evil.
Correct.
Here's Tom saying the exact same thing 2 years ago now. Like I've always said, don't tell me this kid is not 2 steps ahead of the game. I'm sorry. He knows what's up.
No, I mean, he's definitely saying that. And I have people with different ideologies that follow for the facts. They may not come to the same conclusions that I come to or be in the same line. I got people who love RFK Jr. who are in with me. And they're just like, yeah, I like the stuff you say about Big Pharma. I like the stuff you say against censorship. And RFK is big against both those things. But then maybe they don't fall in the same spot as me with guns or, you know, with like abortion or with any of the other more conservative things. And it's just like, hey, you know what? You're still here. Welcome. Freedom to think is okay to all the people. So I like that he's saying that, like, the people who took the red pills are fighting for freedom. It doesn't matter what they label themselves as. It's the people staying close to the truth and not bullshitting you direct to your face. Like, that's the better people. And that's the independent journalism we're seeing taking over the media, is people like Tim Pool, like Tucker Carlson, Steve Crowder. Sorry.
Steve Crowder,
Might be a different person. But yeah, it's like, so there's these people who they just try to follow the facts. They may not always get it right. They may not be right every time. But it seems like when they find out they're wrong, they own it and make corrections. And the big media people don't. It's like 3 a.m. when no one cares anymore. There's like a little bottom line says, by the way, we lied about everything. And it's like, oh, okay, dude, you guys are totally got your integrity back.
That is very true. Very true.
Fake teams, evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Finish it out for the algorithm. Wow.
That was amazing.
That was
That
amazing.
was really, really good.
I cannot wait to watch that 50 more times while I edit the video.
That was really, really good. I enjoyed everything about that. The visuals, the graphics were just very, very good. Nova killed it again, obviously.
Yeah, the system, I mean, that was our baby, man. I got comments on the system like yesterday. Like people
That was, yeah, I'm telling you, that is my all-time favorite for sure. Definitely.
That was insane. Stacy says, I've heard people say their biggest regret was voting for Biden. Yeah, I actually released a short about somebody saying that. And that person even said, they're like, I wouldn't vote for Trump even then, but I would have looked into other things and maybe wrote in somebody, but I wouldn't have voted for Biden. There's no way in hell. And yeah, so for you guys, I mean, I endorse Trump. I've said it a million times. I don't like hide behind the like riding the fence type thing. If I disagree with him on something, I will say I disagree with him on that thing. But if we're going on a binary decision of Trump versus Biden, I can't be nice if you're thinking that that's the same. If you're thinking that's the same like level of decision, it's like, no, like, did you not live for 4 years? Like, did you not survive that? I mean, you had the pandemic psyop that was like the most incredible coordinated effort to oust our boy in the history of everything. And yes, he made some decisions that ended up not being good, but as the science started to come out, he was saying, all right, we got to reopen. We got to change up. Like, this isn't working. This is working. And everyone was like, no, no, no. And everyone who said no was wrong. And then Biden got in and pushed all that shit for like an extra year. It was all wrong. And then finally they started to backpedal on it, but they left the border open the whole time. And they've been saying the border's not an issue. The border is secure. The border is whatever. Sure, we can send another $50 billion over there. Like, it's been insane the whole time.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's secure. It's secure. Tell that to the parents of the UGA student, this girl that just got killed.
I know.
Tell them that, okay? Venezuelan piece of shit, okay, that, here, whatever. Don't even get me started, man.
Right. It's frustrating, dude. So
Whatever.
So I respect Tom immensely, and also I respect that he wrote this like 2 years ago. So or maybe a year and a half ago. And then he's performing it now. But he didn't experience the last 14 months of Biden or 15 months of Biden before this came out. So the perspective as of today, I can't respect some of that with the whole voting and being on the fence thing. I just can't. So you guys can attack me in the comments. It's good for engagement. Anytime people hate what I say, it like blows up the video. So whatever. But if you enjoyed it, subscribe. Armando, go ahead and get your link going, and then I'll put that in the chat.